Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Uh, for those of you who are new, I am Mary Jo. This is Divine Messenger 717. This will be, right now, it will be a collective reading. These are, so backstory, right? Monday, sat down and I was doing the zodiac readings. Well, halfway through the zodiac readings, I realized I was not live, I was recording. And my intention was to sit down and go live, right? As you know that I do. Got a hair somewhere, got a lot of them. So I kept going. Was uploading that 2.5 hour recording of the zodiac mid-month readings, and suddenly heard, stop, delete it. I was like, I don't know. So I did. I stopped uploading, but I didn't delete it. 3 hours later, you need to delete that off your phone. Okay, so I listened. It was quite loud, and I heard that there were messages in each reading that I wrote them down as they were quickly coming through last night. That were meant for a collective reading. That's why I needed to bring it all together instead of doing, those individual ones. So I will be doing your live today. You will probably see that before you'll see this. So anyway, what was coming through for the collective with all of that? One thing I want to point out, well, to me it's big, but I kept hearing the word excavation. And as you know, we have been in, since 2023, the mode of karmic entanglement, release, uprooting. We have been clearing a lot of karmic energy, right? Individually and collectively. But so many of the readings in those zodiac readings, the word excavation kept coming up with the cards on the table. And I used different decks for every zodiac. I cleared, and I just kept getting this. I kept hearing the term bleed through. And that was probably my first indication that this was meant to be, all those were meant to be a collective reading and instead of individual readings. I do want to go back and say on Saturday the 14th, around 4 p.m. my time, Eastern time in New York, I suddenly felt a shift. The first part of the shift, how it's coming through now, the first part of the shift, I was with two of my grands and their other grandmother. I'm writing it down. And everything was fine. Having a great time, laughing. And all of a sudden, I got up to go do something, and everything just went. My vision went completely blurry. I was so out of balance. I felt like I was not there, but I could hear their other grandmother talking to me. Are you okay? What's going on? She noticed it. She noticed the whole shift. And I couldn't walk. I was so nauseous. I grabbed my shoes to actually leave, because just a bolt, but spirit kept me there. It was so bad I couldn't bolt. I needed to sit in it. So she gave me some ginger ale. I'm sipping on that. It took a good hour before I was like not hyperventilating, and it was a very profound, visceral shift. That's when the first one came through. The second one came through when I was doing what I thought was alive, but was the not live zodiac readings on Monday. Trying to think of, maybe it was Taurus. I was halfway through the zodiac, and I believe I was doing Tauruses, and all of a sudden I was bringing through a message, and then it was like wiped clean. I had no thoughts coming in. I had no channeling coming in. I had no. It's like I looked at the cards and I didn't have a clue what they were saying to me. And then that shifted out, and it was like I kind of was like I was pulled out and that was put back in. Very interesting energies. So that's important for me to say here, that timelines are shifting so freaking fast that it could give you whiplash. So it's very important you hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You ground yourself using your crystals, getting your feet outside on the bare earth. Um, I don't care what the weather is. Um, I thank you. I will probably be doing that myself today. Got the whole day to take care of things here at the house, so I don't have to leave. So, um, however you do it, visualization, meditation, music, however you grounding shoes, a grounding mat, do it, and do it multiple times throughout the day if you start feeling yourself. And I'm just talking about today, I'm talking about moving forward. It's like adapting or adopting a new practice. um, I am feeling a very excited rush of the energy today. I believe we have Venus. um, we got Mercury in Sag squaring Saturn in Pisces. There's something about Venus coming through here. I don't have her written down, but I do have. Oh no, that's next week. That's not today. I don't have today's astrology written down. I don't know why, but it feels good. So let's just keep it there. It feels really good. It feels very expansive. I'm feeling Jupiter-ish and Venusian energy. Let's get back to this. So what's been coming through with all those readings, there were, number one, let me just say, there were a lot of twin flame unions coming up in those readings. A lot of coming together of divine counterparts, coming together of um, tribe, soul tribe, monad groups, finding your people kind of energy. Just it was beautiful. It's so beautiful to see in those readings, and we'll see what comes out here. Um, but it wasn't the reading itself. Like I said in the beginning, Spirit was saying it was the message of each reading that was meant to be culminated here for this collective reading. And you don't worry, you'll still get your individuals. There were I've been noticing a lot of shifts in perspectives. Um, uh, a lot of fear of your own authenticity coming up, or I'm going to include myself in that. There's some confusion and some doubt as this all moves through. There is a message here that says uh, you haven't got to do it alone. And what Spirit was showing me was, on one side you've got chaos, the other side you've got a coming together, a collaboration, a marrying of energies, like-minded souls, and the choice to be made. What are you choosing? Are you choosing to stay in the chaotic timeline, however that looks for you, or are you choosing to say yes to the new, even if you don't know fully what that new means, right? There were messages all over the board about protecting your energy, protecting your space. So it was a great time. We just had the full moon in Gemini on Sunday, and I was doing those on Monday, and it was just so. It's been really weird energy in the beginning of the week. It's kind of petered out and gotten better, but very important that we do some saging, do some, walking around if you've got a singing bowl, using that. I'm noticing my camera is glitching as I'm recording, so I don't know how it's going to be looking to you once it's uploaded, but there's a lot of interference. but there's also a lot of galactic energy. We are in the galactic portal, the gateway of solstice. Solstice is 2 days away. Winter, summer, wherever you live. Either way, we're all going through a solstice energy. It's high-powered energy. It's a lot of galactic energy. There's a lot coming up from the subconscious to be seen and cleared. How that's been showing to me. Just want to make sure I've got everything here. Um, Spirit said, looking back in a few years and seeing how your thoughts kept you looping and going down the rabbit holes of fear. That's something that, we're clearing a lot of that out, but you're going to look back. Their spirit was saying in a few years, you're going to look back and go, got it. You'll get a lot of it throughout this, but it's like, it's just going to be so different. That we've got to, welcome that, the Aquarian energy in that, and the Gemini energy is, your story, your truth and everything. So lots clearing. How it was coming through for me, which was very interesting, I want to share. I was shown like this big vacuum, this like a hose, like a dryer hose on a dryer, your clothes dryer, over my head, but it was more shimmery and opalescent and everything like that. And what was coming up for me was I was whatever needed to be cleared, I would first notice it coming up through my Earth Star chakra. It was going through my chakra system, the you know the spinal chakra system, um, and I would kind of notice in the root chakra, I was like kind of stepping onto my Merkaba, which is our energetic vehicle, our light body that we move through here. Um, Getting grounded in that. And then I was noticing how whatever that wound, whatever that thought, whatever that idea or ideal, whatever it was that was coming up for me, and there's been multiple things coming up, but they all had a process. They moved through the chakra system. They showed me where um, I believed, because of that, whatever it was, that I was unsafe and ungrounded and financially unstable. That's a big one for me personally. Then it would move up to my sacral and show me where my creative imbalance was, and how to shift that. I was brought up to the solar plexus. Where did I give my power away, knowingly and unknowingly, and how to take that back. Then I would feel, oh, when it hit the heart chakra, holy cow! I've been crying so much this week. My eyes, I think, are permanently bloodshot and swollen. Um, and I've had people look at me and I'm okay, we're good. So even my doctor is like, looking at me, how's your week been, Mary Jo? It's been good, actually. It's been amazing and beautiful. So but when it hit the heart chakra, uh, I felt every range of emotion that had to do with whatever that was coming up to be cleared. And then I got to um, see how I was speaking that into existence, what I was saying about it, and then I was seeing how to shift my perspective, and how when I changed how I spoke about it, it changed the story. Gemini energy, full moon in Gemini. And then it got up here, it just kind of like, there was this profound awareness of it, that it just went. But as it did that, everything was filled in with light. There were no holes. There was nothing left for further interpretation, is how it's coming through for me right now. And it just so remarkable. And this is just the energy that this week, I don't know what y'all are going through, but beautiful, a beautiful, I mean, and of course I do have my mom helping me through every bit of that, and it's just been, again, still grieving, the first Thanksgiving, now the first, Christmas Eve, the first Christmas, and last year was the first year my mom called me and saying happy birthday to me on my birthday after Christmas. So that was huge, and so there is going to be, the missing of that, the potential of that ever happening again in the physical. But I know she will be singing to me energetically because she has been. So thank you for that reminder, Mom. So she's been bringing through a lyric to a Christmas song, and I don't listen to Christmas songs. If they're on, wherever I'm cleaning, uh, they're there, but nobody's been listening to Christmas songs. I've been purposely listening to 70s. That brings me back to, my green transistor radio on a red swing set, going back and forth. Um, and that's from Mom as well. But the lyric was, sleigh bells ring, are you listening? And that was it. Over and over and over again. What's that mean? Not only don't forget to believe in magic, number one, being about Christmas and Santa Claus and all that, and never stop believing in magic. Never stop allowing that inner child, the healed inner child, to come out and play. Okay. So that just downloaded right now for me. Thank you, Mom. But the other message I was getting with that was, the bells. Listen, are you hearing all the messages that are coming through for you? Are you getting all the synchronicities? Even if you don't understand them, write them down. Uh, and I feel that there's a message there for someone in particular, that someone's trying to get through to you, either through text message, and something's going on with your phone, or through spiritual downloads, from your ancestors or a loved one who's passed. Someone's got a message that's been trying to get through, and for some reason you're not getting it. Either you're not hearing it or allowing yourself to hear it. I don't know. You take that on however it is for you, but there's just a message in that. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? I'm being brought back to. Oh, see, now I know everything. Definitely happens for a reason. I was in a store in a town here in upstate New York where the movie "It's a Wonderful Life" was filmed, and the store was based on that movie. The movie with. I don't know the movie very well, but I've watched it once years ago. But there's the thing in there about when a bell rings, the angel gets their wings, right? And there were signs and T-shirts and little stickers and magnets and everywhere around that store. That's a message that kept popping out to me about when you hear a bell ring, an angel gets their wings. And somebody here needs to hear that. I know my mom has her wings now, but somebody needed to hear that. And somebody needs to know that you are safe to believe in that. Okay? Anyway, 20 minutes on here. Let's get to the collective reading. Spirits chose the cards, the decks today, as always. Well, look at here. Grounding and fogged in. Sometimes we are stopped. We are put into a timeout. We are held back for a reason. It's a reminder coming through is the void. The void holds great potential for learning, great potential for healing, for growth. This is a message also coming through saying that take your time and allow what's coming up to come up. Like I was saying, I had to sit with every chakra sensation, whatever was going on for me. I couldn't just jump to the next one. I sat in that, and that's my energy sitting in that was what helped it move up, because I was clearing it as I went up, went through it, right? Again, there's a nod here to ground yourself, because this energy, we're not going to fully see where we're going yet, but we're going collectively. We are quantum journeying together. I do want to add, if you've got pets right now, keep an eye on them, keep them fresh water, just keep an eye on them. Little Shit has given me the indication that this weekend's energy is going to be very, very strong. Gateways, portals usually are, but she has started her throwing up 2 days prior to the solstice, so she's pre-waving here. She's my barometer, and I can tell she's getting ready to hurl again. She's unsure of letting herself rest. That's how she's sitting. You all right? And she's highly uncomfortable, but all right. Anything else, Spirit, from this deck? What's coming after the fog, being fogged in? I'm hearing 3, 1, then the bottom 2, and 3. Bottom of the deck, and these 2. Didn't we have this desert passage? Trust there's a divine plan, and embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. I just want to say here, with the holidays around the corner, that we're all in here, just enjoy yourself, and again, with this fogged in the desert passage, we may not see where we're going, but it's beautiful. I can promise you that it is beautiful. It is. Spirit just wants us to just keep going, just enjoy the process, however it feels for you. Okay, I'm being asked to put these here, and then this one's going to go in the middle. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Yeah, this is right in the middle, marrying these other energies here. In that fogged in, there could be a little bit of fear that does come up, like I mentioned before, some confusion, some doubt. Just keep going deep inside. There's no other place for you to be but deep within yourself, with your divine consciousness, whoever you believe in, God, Jesus, angels, spirit, whatever term you use, having such incredible grace and gratitude for wherever you're at. Sometimes when we're in this energy, we piss and moan. It's our habit to piss and moan. I am lost. I don't know where I'm going. I doubt this is coming together. Just embrace this energy, the going deep energy. Some of us may be going into a dark night of the soul. But I just want to tell you, just remember that things are so beautiful on the other side of that. And the more we not try, but intend to embrace our shadow with our light, and the good times with the not so good times, it's when we can see how the thread of the divine weaves all of that together for us, right? There's that Jupiterian energy, the expansion of joy and gratitude, and the enthusiasm. because we're transforming and evolving through all of the energies, not just when things are good, you know. And right now, collectively, we are all going onward and upward. Whether you are a believer or not, we are manifesting some incredible dreams, things that you may have been waiting for a very long time, thought were grounded, not going anywhere. Kind of, I'm seeing like an airplane in a storm being grounded because there's fog. Um, you know, Whatever you've been waiting for could not safely take off in that energy that it was, so things are being cleared up. Like, what I've expressed through what's been going on for me here this week. This energy is excavating. They're pulling up the freaking roots so we can walk through clearly, walk through with trust in the fog, knowing that even the fog is the divine plan. Most generally, if you're at the airport and your flight is grounded because of fog or inclement weather, it's God's protection. Because look at, our human mind can definitely go there, that how the a million things that could have gone wrong on that flight, with that flight, during that flight, you know what I mean? So if you feel right now where you are being halted from moving forward physically in something, it just means, you're being given opportunities to go forward inwardly, to go forward spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You know what I mean? It's to clear your path. You're being prepared. We have been prepared. We have been being prepared. Is that how I want to say that? For the forward motion of what's coming. I am getting something. It just came through as a reminder. Something about 25, 26. By the end of 2026, so we have been in the karmic clearing. We have been in the tilling of the soil. So I do have a card here that flipped out. I'm going to keep that there. We've been in the tilling of the soil. For many of us, a lot of the karmic debris has been lifted up and out. So contracts ended, or given new birth. My soul contract with my mom, the physical contract ended, but we have a new contract now where she's definitely guiding me through so much of my life right now, and not just clearing up and understanding, everything backwards, ancestrally and in this lifetime, but she's clearing the path, and she's not showing me how it's going to look moving forward, but she's reassuring me that that path is going to be cleared. And it's amazing. It's like, there's so much trust there. Now, I mean, in human life, I had a hard time trusting my mom, and trusting. I never knew what kind of mood she would be in when I would walk in. That, and at the end with the dementia, you didn't. Um, so now I fully trust her, and so contracts are shifting and getting new life, and or maybe it's they're really returning to their true form. Absolutely. When we transition, we are return to our true form. Um, so I don't know. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Let's take a sip of cappuccino. And what was I saying? I kind of lost it. I don't know. We're going to move on. First card out. The Lovers. Like I was saying, the choice. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? Okay, so let's ask. We have a choice. What are our options, Spirit? What are our options collectively? Four of Swords, healing. That's one of our options. Oh, okay. One of our options is healing, taking a time out, giving yourself presence, the opportunity to be present with yourself, with everything that's coming up. You can receive, and then you can release. Love that. Another option for us in our decision making is Five of Pentacles. You can choose to feel trapped in old mindsets of lack and victim mentality, being abandoned. You can choose to hold on to your wounds. It's your choice. No judgment. But I do have a question for you. Why would you want to? I can tell you why. King of Pentacles, because it feels safe. You feel secure because it's what you know. Another option here with the King of Pentacles is to trust yourself. That's where they stop, just to trust yourself. Trust yourself. This is very earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, very grounded energy. We have grounding here on the table. So this is another choice. You know, you can get yourself grounded and ready for the next step, the next lesson, the next expansive endeavor, the whatever it is for you. So you have a choice. Oh, I love that. Thank you. So the King of Pentacles is showing me this gentleman up here. He's at the very top of this deer's, this buck's antlers here. Deer, buck, I don't know. But he's getting a better vantage point. So that's another option. You can, you know, what was coming through for me, shift in perception. How are you seeing your story? How are you viewing it? Because however you're speaking about it is how you really think about it. Or is it? Very cryptic messages coming through here. Get a new viewpoint. However you do it. Some of us are going to be very going within to do that, very time outish, you know, pulling back our energies, taking a beat, taking naps, doesn't matter. Others of us will be getting the higher perspective through creative endeavors, work, projects. So it looks like either way, you get lifted out of this energy. If you so choose to. If you so choose to. If we choose not to see things from a new perspective. Got Four of Wands, something about our stability. If we choose not to, those of us who are choosing to stay in the old paradigm, King of Cups. You know what? I've got to say this. Yep, there, that answered my question right there. Yep, Ace of Wands. Those who are choosing to hold on to this Five of Pentacles, the world is all against me, woe is me, and with all due respect, for whatever reason, however it makes you feel comfortable and safe, I feel like that's going to be disrupted. I feel like your stability is going to be rattled a little bit. I know this is usually a card of, okay. I can hear her belly rumbling. Oh my gosh, getting ready to, okay, she's trying to settle. You know, this is usually, you know, happiness, joy, stability. But your stability, something, the emotional, something's going to come up. Ace of Wands. So I feel like Spirit is saying nobody gets left untouched by where we're all going. Suddenly got very, very warm. Even those who are choosing to stay in karmic energies, lower vibrational energies, I feel like I want to say it's okay. Spirit's still going to take care of you. Spirit is still going to lead you to receive, lead you to the inspiration, lead you to the aha moments, to the actions that you need to take for your highest good. King of Cups. I do feel like it's going to be a very emotionally tumultuous time for you. It definitely would, rock your foundation. So it could rock your financial structure as well. But I feel like, again, look at them at the very top of the roof here. And these birds here bringing in the messages. I feel like the whole way of you digging in your heels and saying, nope, I'm not changing. I don't want to shift. I'm not letting go of that. The whole time you're being also given opportunities, whispers in your ear, sleigh bells ringing, bells ringing. You're given these synchronicities and the opportunities to see things from a higher vantage point. And I feel like one way or another, even though you're saying no right now, one way or another, Spirit is leading you to your yes. Okay? I love that. Nobody gets left behind, man. Nobody. Spirit does not leave anybody behind. Two of Wands. So, for those of you who are choosing to not look toward the future, I feel, I feel like you're being given the directive. Those of you, okay, those of you who are in this camp, you're getting your instruction during sleep time, during your dream space. This will be, and I got this again. I got it Monday in the thing I just forgot, a slow trickle. Sadie brought that through in a message to me. A slow trickle. How do you spell trickle? There you go. It's going to come through slowly for you. And that's okay because, like I said, just because it's a no now doesn't mean it's a definitive no. There's a clause in your soul contract that says that you will elevate as well to whatever level that you energetically agreed on, with source. So I feel some of you will definitely be taking a closer look at your decisions that you're making for yourself in your life. And so there is this message here coming through of there is I can't even get it out. There is a level of awakening of awareness coming through, even for those who are choosing, who are digging their heels in the old systems, who are digging their heels in, you against me against you kind of mentality in life. There's still, nobody can escape this coming home to the south. There's no one can escape the new earth that's being born, because it's being born through all of us. So those of us who've been on this journey, who have said yes to this journey for a very long time, any message there, I feel like there's only going to be like a couple cards, and then I want to finish off collectively. I feel like it's all just going to tie in anyway. For those of us, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, we are moving out of this mindset of we're doing this alone. Spirit does want you remind you that you are not doing it alone. This guy's not doing it alone. He cannot go forward without his trusty steed. We have our spirit guides, our spirit animals. They have been talking very loudly to me in everywhere. Just everywhere. It's like the the way is through is in the details, right? That's I love that. Thank you, Spirit. The way forward is in the details. And you may feel like you're not getting the details with that fogged in, but I can promise you, you are. And when Spirit sees that you are ready, all of us, that's just not, that doesn't matter which camp you're falling into here, all of us, that's how it happens. When Spirit says, yep, Mary Jo's ready, bam, that penny drops. For others, it's going to be like a slow trickle, or it's going to be different in each moment. For some of the stuff that's been coming through for me this week, it's been a dropping of the penny. For other things, it's been a oh, oh, oh. It's been a slow progression, but this is we're all moving forward. you know uh, Excitedly. There, you can feel the anticipation. I'm really getting this energy again, like the Four of Swords here is just taking the time out and releasing what needs to be released. I'm being reminded to say as well that uh, Spirit has been very um, active in the transmutation this week. The galactics that are coming through, the collective doubts and fears and hoopla that's been going on. Spirit has been transmuting like a badass with the white flame of purification. So even for you collect or individually, if you're that in your home that you're releasing a lot of energy, just know, yes, keep your space clear, do what you can do, saging, burning incense, ringing bells, however it is for you. But know that Spirit is also transmuting everything so quickly now. Not like it's ever been not quick, but it's like rapid. you know so don't worry about that. But still, you have to do your own due diligence. Anything else want to come through with these cards, please? I'm just getting a resting time. Some of you may have been taken out by um, grief. I don't want, and I'm just saying taken out very lightly. You may have had, like my friend had shingles, and she's like, well, why now? It's a busy time of year. That's why, because she's always doing for everyone else. Spirit is finally saying to her, we're going to take you out, make you lay down. She's been down for 3 weeks, just now getting up and about, being able to even put clothes on. And so there's a reason for everything. Everything has a higher consciousness to it. I promise you that. And most of you out there, you know that. Especially if you're watching, the content that you're watching here, that. And yeah, I am feeling like it's just Spirit is trying to get our attention. Slow down. Be present. There will be a time to go forward quickly and courageously and victoriously. But right now, there's we're just being reminded that we just got to take care of what's here in the now moment. Stay grounded, take time out to do your healing, to look at whatever's coming up for you, wherever you feel that there may be disappointment. So even those who have said yes to this journey and to whatever's going on, we're right there with everybody else, you know, taking the time out, looking at what's, moving through us. But I feel, and I'm real careful how I say, I want to say that I don't want to, both of us, both camps are gonna get to where we're meant. Both gonna get. I just feel like this may be the slow trickle, and over here is the bam, the penny drop. And it's just because of the healing that we've already done, the process that we've already moved through. I also want to say that there's something here saying um, to me about being present for those who are on this journey here, the ones who are trying to, that are so afraid of letting go of tradition. Okay, can honor that they came here to honor tradition. It's one of their lessons. It's one of their missions here. But it feels like there's an end of that season coming or here. And a lot of these people are feeling very uncomfortable of the choices they're being asked to make here. And some of them are even wondering, where is this choice coming from? Why? I don't even understand it, because it's not something that I would think about, kind of thing. It's just, like I said, it's coming in your sleep time. You're getting those downloads, and your soul is remembering why you're here. That was the other thing. Um, Thank you for reminding me of that, Spirit. One of the other messages coming through for a lot of the zodiacs, when I, go back to the beginning of this video, I recorded, deleted them, trashed them, cleared the trash, but I was meant to grab the messages through each zodiac reading. One of the ones that kept repeating again, along with the excavation, was remember your why. And that's being shown to me over and over and over again. I heard somebody say it yesterday. I said it to someone yesterday. I was clearing something in my Facebook saved, things that I saved, and it was an advertisement for a sweatshirt that said, "We remember your why." It's very, and then it came, like I said, it came out through a lot of those zodiac readings. So that's very particular. This is something to remind you of, is remember why you're here. In this fogged in energy, it could be for some very easy to fall back into this. I have no idea why I'm here. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't feel connected to anyone, let alone myself. I I don't understand why I struggle for money. Why? It's so easy to fall into this if we're not careful of being present. And I've even found myself in that space early on Monday. The energy was just so wonky. And I caught that thought, and I said, you know what? I see you, but I'm choosing differently for myself this time. I am not financially struggling because I have everything that I need. There isn't one thing. I've got a full tank of gas, full tank of gas. I've got all the gifts for everyone for Christmas, their Christmas Eve boxes and their Christmas gifts. Um, I've got food. I've got stuff to bake with. I've got donations coming in. My bills are paid early and on time. It's there's no there's no more room for this, and that's what we're all seeing. So whether you're saying yes now or yes later on, we're all coming to that clarity and that truth and that understanding. And we're also being given the directive of what to do with that. Do we sit with it and look at it for a few days? Or is just the acknowledgement of it enough to dissolve it and dissipate it and send it into the light of God, right? It's going to be different for everyone of what's coming through, but collectively we're still moving through it in the same way. And we're all going to be coming out on the other end in the same space. And I'm hearing a group of souls saying we're all walking each other home. And that is the truth. Any final messages here? Apparently, let's take those. Let's take that. Taking this, yes or no? No, but I do feel there's more in there. Yeah. Knowing truth, clarity toward your happiness, your Nine of Cups. Watching your thoughts, being the watcher of your thoughts. Eckhart Tolle, practicing the power of now. Being a witness of your joy, of your happiness. Choosing your highest timeline of joy, happiness, bliss, stability, abundance, prosperity, success on all levels. Breaking out of the jail that we've all put ourselves in and that society has kept us held back in for eons. Oh my gosh. Hello. Wow. Whoop. Come on. Wow. I just had this like I don't want to say pain, but like this tightening right behind my ear. Oh my gosh! So behind the ear is the soma chakra. It's right on. And you probably can't hear it, see without the hair, but the bone right behind your ear is called the soma chakra. You know what chakra that is? It's a past life chakra. Clearing past life beliefs, ideals, patterns, clearing it all, cutting it all down, cutting it all away. And what do we find when the dust has settled? Is our true joy, our true essence, our enthusiasm. Yes, man. Our enthusiasm for why we're here, remembering why we're here, seeing things clearly. I feel like there's one more in here, Spirit. One or two. There's the one. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Yeah, downloads. Moving us all forward very quickly, swiftly. Did I do a reading? I did. The Divine Masculine reading I did on the 13th, whenever that was, last Friday. The title of that was The Winds of Change Are Here. Our masculine, everyone who has we all have a masculine energy within us, divine, feminine and masculine energy within. Our masculine energy is getting a leg up, a lift, a boost right now of courage, of bravery, of confidence, of clarity, of truth, of humility. Definitely been a lot of heart chakra activations in the last couple weeks or weeks since the 12/12 portal. Let's go back. Let's this 11/11 portal. We can go back to the 8/8 portal. There's been a lot of that going on this year, which happens every year anyway, but it's been very in your face. Heart chakra opening. It's just a reminder that to stay grounded through that, because it, the grieving of what's needing to leave could leave us a little ungrounded. Okay, but you know that. You should know that. If you don't know that, then put a pin in that and keep, remember that. I do want to say, yes, number one, we will know when it's time to move forward quickly. But right now, Spirit is asking us to be present. And it's not just right now, but it's important to practice presence now, because as we move forward and we things, the energy seems to be pushing us at our back to go quickly, and we can go quickly and we can go slowly at the same time, is how I'm being shown it. It's not the brake, the gas and brake pedal kind of analogy that I usually get. I'm being shown, how swiftly the winds could take us through this. And it's important to stay grounded in your vessel as we move through this energy. And that groundedness helps us to go slow, because this fogged in is saying to me, I'm seeing my sea turtle floating by me as well. Take the time and go slow. There's something about the details here that being grounded is very key moving forward. I think I just need to leave that at that. It's not just a just now message. This is a message. Like, put it on repeat. Spirit is saying it's from now and eternity. It's important, as well as long as we're in a physical vessel, to stay grounded in that vessel. I'm feeling a big integration about to happen. Make a note of that. Yeah. And then getting the slingshot again. So we'll know when it's time to take our next step. And again, it's going to be different for everyone. But right now, we're at a choice point here with the Lovers and the Two of Wands sitting opposite of each other. What are you choosing? You choosing the chaos, or you choosing the highest timeline, which includes or involves you sitting with and being present with everything that's coming up within you. Anything that needs to be cleared and healed and looked at, dissolved. I don't think I'm saying anything that y'all don't already know. I'm hoping that there were some nuggets in there that hit for someone. But we're in a beautiful time. And with the rush of the holidays, we could miss out on something pretty spectacular. The magic. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? There's a message here about the transition. How does the song finish? In the wind, stars glisten. Gone away. How's that one go? Is it gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird, or is it the opposite? Either way, there's a changing of the guard. There's a changing of timelines. There's a changing of seasons. Northern hemisphere, winter, moving into winter. The darkest day of the year is coming. Darkest meaning, less, the least light. But it's in that infinite potential is born in that void. That's how I see the solstice. Is there's just so much potential in there. So much potential in there. Even there's a lot coming in. And like I said, the details, nothing is a mistake. No conversation is a mistake. No song on the radio is a mistake, especially the ones that make you listen and sing along. Because you could be driving all day and the radio be on and you can hear it, but then there's that one song, then you just start moving, you start singing, you start tapping or whatever. There's something in that song for you, whatever that is for you, that has a message. So pay attention to the details. Even if you can't fully see them clearly, they're there. Some of them you don't know they're there, and you're getting a feel of them. You're getting maybe dreams of something. They're trying to show themselves to you. Just be vigilant in that. I did not know. I've been on here for an hour. My goodness. All right, final card. This is from the Beyond Lemuria pocket deck. They wanted, the Galactics have a message for you. And there it is. We got plenty. All right. We've got, so I've got to tell you, my mom, well, today's the 19th. My mom has been gone but not gone for 2 months today. And I have pulled a card every day from multiple different decks. When I do my own reading, before I close out, I ask my mom to bring me a message. And every message is the same. Shine your light. Mom's going to have the last word. Shine your light. So we'll start with this one. Healing. I will show you the picture. I gotta hold it down here to see with my glasses. The Lemurians were healers. I have history in Mu. Naturally intuitive and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. Mom, you're killing me here. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. When we perceive the world beyond the more well-known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom different from that which stems from intellect. By tapping into life force consciousness and using this abounding energy alongside focused intention, we realize that anything is impossible. Believe in that magic, right? Revisit a situation from a broader perspective. Seriously, you can't make this up. You can't. I mean, if you've been watching this far, you know. You've heard me say it. Let's say that again. Revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration with a focus on healing. Put your focus on your happiness, your healing, your wholeness, seeing it differently, receiving all the details, seeing all the messages clearly. Oh my gosh, I just got chilled all the way down me. Woof, okay. Perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limiting perception placement. Limiting perception placement. I like how that's worded. You have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. Just said wholeness there. Every little detail is important here. So there's that. If you want to stop the video and screenshot that message so you can read it again, you are welcome to. And let's move on. Violet flame, the flame of transmutation. There's that image. I haven't seen this card in a long time. I haven't used this deck in a very long time. I'm glad it asked me to be used today. So it says, as we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory constructs and become empowered beings. Life presents as we deepen our spiritual path and step out of illusory constructs and become empowered beings, life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Very true, and you know that. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with certain energies. And there's that energy of taking a time out, being grounded, maybe spirit, you walk in and all of a sudden you don't feel well. It's that spirit's, message to you that this is not the space for you to be playing in, right? Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering? Yeah, grounding. It's a new word. We'll put that on my vocabulary list. Grounding, hand on your heart, taking 3 deep breaths. The mantra, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am, 3 times. The mantra, I am who I am, and that is enough, 3 times. Getting your feet on the ground. Crystals, holding a selenite wand along your center point here, so use that. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? A routine for psychic fitness. Psychic fitness, I like that term. Will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high, and help you to see through illusions that block your or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. And there are a plethora of violet flame, quick little violet flame meditations online. Or you can, I'm just going to hold this up in case you want to stop and screenshot that. There is, like I said, a plethora of meditations on YouTube, or you can just close your eyes and set the intention and say, I invoke the violet flame. I call in Archangel Metatron, Saint Germain, whoever you want to, call in. Those are the 2 that I work with the violet flame. And just imagine yourself, see yourself, and visualize yourself having this deep violet flame come down over you, and then you're just sitting there, and anything that's black specks coming off of your energy field gets, to me, it's like zapping it and just gone. Poof, it's gone. And it's blended in with the violet flame. And then, out of the top of the flame, I'm being shown this right now, out of the top of the flame, it's like little white specks. And as it rains down, the purification of water, of rain, of snow, of the sunlight, we're all receiving. I don't know why this is coming back up, because it came up in my own meditation, but Spirit wants me to say it now, that we're all receiving the same energy, the same downloads, the same purifications. Places that don't get snow or rain will receive it through the sunlight. Will receive it through the vegetation that they can grow there. Those of us who live in very cold climates will receive it through snow. Will receive it through water, rain. So there is nothing, no kingdom on this planet Earth that goes without receiving the divine blessings that are coming through. And let's get Mom's message for the collective. And of course, it's a mermaid, which I resonate with. So does my granddaughter Quinn. So, Mom, let's see. I've got to recenter myself. No one can do you as you can. Yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way. A way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. Tending to your own needs harms no one. Actually, I want to read it how it was written here. Tending to our own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. It is time to collect your light. It is time to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth, starting with your inner sense of being. You are a sovereign being. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights up your world. And I want to add, remember why you're here. Remember why you are you. There are those messages if you want to stop and screenshot. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to all of you for, if you're still here, for sitting through this. And I just saw 11113. So a lot of ones there, a lot of new beginnings. That was another message coming through this week, a lot of new beginnings. So I'm going to get this loaded up at some point today, and yeah, we'll be seeing each other soon. I'm sure Solstice will bring in a message, but if not, have a beautiful solstice. Stay present. Don't miss any of the details, because I'm going to tell you they're incredible and they're beautiful, and they're leading you into the life that you came here to have. I love you so much. From the bottom of my heart. You've only got a few more days left of my special if you want a personal reading, email me. It'll be in the description box. But only a few more days left of the month of December. I am doing a pay what you can birthday special for my birthday month. Whatever you can afford. If you feel you've got messages that you need to hear, then email me and we'll talk, okay? Again, I love you so much, and we'll see you soon.